You don't have to be the hottest woman in the world to have a following just by showing your assets and being a woman.
Yeah.
So you could be a 4. You could be a girl that's, or a 5, average looking girl, nothing special, but maybe you got your tits done, right? And that gives you a little bit of an upper hand. Maybe you got, all this Botox and this and surgery, and then you use filters and Photoshop. So then you go from a 4 to a 7. And all you really have to do on Instagram is show your tits, show your ass, twerk a little bit, do some cute little thing, play with your boobs, whatever, or whatever it is, do a cooking, whatever. And you'd have millions of followers in less than a year.
100%.
It'll be a lot easier, actually.
It would actually be
if I did that,
a lot easier for us.
It'd be a lot easier for me. It'd be a lot more money in my pockets.
Be a billionaire by now, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And we talk about it all the time where it's like, it's so frustrating sometimes. Like, you're a grifter. I mean, you get tired. It becomes...
Right.
So speaking of the whole, like, massaging and all that stuff, I'm a person that I get hated on a lot because I'm so sick of, like, the Fresh and Fit clips of, like,
oh my God.
these stupid ass, like, they get these dumbass young girls who are a small demographic of women.
Yeah.
And then they make it seem like every woman thinks like that. And then they basically set it up to where they embarrass them on a live stream. And then it's like, oh, yeah, all women are like that. It's so tiring to see that shit.
Yeah.
It really is. Like,
Well, my bigger frustration, honestly, lately, and I'm sure that it's something that you can relate to, is that it's like Miami has become the new punching bag.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
it's like our city is now like, oh, it's city's filled with degenerates, and you can't find a wife or a husband in Miami, and you can lead a normal life. I'm sorry. Half of these people that show up on the show and they're like, I'm from Miami, including Fresh and
They're
Fit.
not.
They're not
You're
from
not from
Miami.
here.
Which
You've
is-
never lived a day over the bridge.
Right.
You
Yes.
don't know
Never.
what that's like.
You know,
Br-
Brickell-
Brickell,
from
Brickell is
here.
not Miami. They
Brickell's
count.
not
Exactly.
Miami. The beach is not
Exactly.
Miami.
100%.
It's
Exactly.
not Miami.
100%.
Like you're not representative of
No
it.
offense to
And then
Linda. I
you've
know
got-
she lives in Midtown.
Well, but
You've
I
got
talk
all of
about
these
this
like,
all the time,
But that's not
right?
Miami,
Like, I
yeah.
grew up
Right.
in Kento, and I moved
Yeah.
out there once I had a corporate job that would require me to
Right,
be in
right.
downtown in that area all the time, and that's just not Miami.
100%.
And
It's
you
not.
know,
And how many people don't you know? We talk about all the time. Most of my friends are married. Most of my friends have
stayed-
children.
they stay with their
They've
little
been-
college
and-
boyfriends, high school boyfriends.
People that they met at the club, might I add, because it's just our lifestyle. It's just what Miami does. So people spend their 20s going to clubs. They meet at the clubs. They get married. They have children. They stop going to the clubs, and then they adopt the other Miami lifestyle.
100%.
They get a bowl. They barbecue on the weekends. They do la playita. Like, to me, the bigger frustration is how our city has become a punching bag for these people that are not from here.
100%.
Like, oh, all Miami women are OnlyFans girls. No, the majority
No,
of
they're
those
not.
OnlyFans girls are not even from here.
They're not from here.
You don't fucking go
given the
here.
example of the chicks in my building.
Correct.
I live in Edgewater, right? So Edgewater is in the middle of what you would call like the city,
The
The
like
global
beach.
picture of
right,
Miami.
Exactly.
Right.
So we're 10 minutes from the beach. I'm 10 minutes from Brickell. I'm also 15 from the airport. Whatever. Midtown is right there.
You're like
Wynwood.
5 minutes from the beach and 5 minutes from
So I'm in an area where the majority of these New Yorkers and people,
That
they're
move in
all
from out
there.
of town,
They're
yeah.
all moving there. And I was telling her how different the demographic looks now versus 3 years ago.
100%.
And so there was this one time last year that I love my building. So many wholesome people. You have families, you have, single, you have everything. Most people adopt pets. Most dogs are all little mutts. It's super cute. And I had never seen this before. I've been there for 6 years now. 2 chicks, almost all naked. And not that they were going to the beach and you have a bikini and a cover up. Like, we're used to that. No. They looked like they had just done porn. They were wearing lingerie. And they were, the makeup was extremely, overdone, the hair, the whole thing. And I was like, who the hell are these women? I've never seen these people in my building.
So this local Karen over here.
So I'm a Karen, right? I'm a Karen, and I go to the front desk, and I'm like, what the fuck are these bitches? What is this? This is disgusting.
My
Like,
dog has to see this.
I'm like, my dog has to see this. Like, this is,
My dog has
my
to-
dog has to see this.
yeah, it's a
Like,
family-friendly establishment. My
this
little
is a
girl.
family friendly, exactly.
That's
And
funny.
my dog is scared with these fucking weird ass people in the elevator. Come to find out,
dog has to-
these are OnlyFans whores. And they rented, there was
Their
two
apartment
pairs
there or
of
whatever.
twins. 2 pairs of twins. Actually, the blonde twins have been, I forgot what, they're murder twins.
Fresh
The
and
murder
Fit.
twins is what they're called, the murder twins. These
Be
girls
nice to them.
have been on Fresh and Fit. Actually, they made him cry on Fresh and Fit. Zerka made him cry.
Yeah, the story why they made them cry is
Right.
because the girl had left her
fiance.
hometown and her fiance to come home in Miami. And it's like,
Where are they from? They're from Alabama. So these chicks are coming here. These OnlyFans, you judge all
And then
of
the
Miami.
stigma is on Miami. It's
They're
not
not
on
even
and the
from
stigma's
here.
on the city. And it's like,
Yeah.
in
They're not
reality,
even
when
from
you really
here.
look at this, think about how you grew up. Like, most people that I knew were going to St. Peter and Paul. They were
wasn't
going to
really-
church. They grew up Catholic.
Yeah.
Their dads don't let them go out alone. With like, I grew up in truly traditional, like,
Right.
overbearing Hispanic families that
Yeah.
exist in Miami. So to be like, oh, you can't get married in Miami. What the fuck are you people talking about? You've never lived, again, you've never lived a day over the bridge. You have no idea what the lifestyle is like over the bridge.
Right.
There's a bridge, for those of you that don't know, that separates the rest of Miami-Dade County
From-
from the beach and
from
downtown
the fucking
Miami,
delusional
where-
people that
where
move to
all
the
of
city.
these people like to stay at. This is their lifestyle. The clubs, the restaurants, everything is on this side.
And even in
of
my
the bridge.
neighborhood, right? I have Margaret Pace Park, which is on like 18th, between 18th and 14th, whatever, by Biscayne. Beautiful, beautiful, little Bayview Park, all buildings around. I was with you on the phone not too long ago that I was like, Miami, so wholesome. Why do I say that? Because when I go on my daily mental health walk, I'm watching strollers. I'm watching families. Everybody has a
Someone playing with
dog.
their dog or whatever.
Everybody has a family. Everyone's just living a very normal, wholesome life. Now, don't get me wrong. You can go and you can go to 11 and you could be jogging at 8 o'clock and there's people coming out at 11
Yes.
at that time, or Space, right? Space has 24 Sunday especially. Don't get me wrong. If you want to go be a degenerate, you could totally do that. Now, it's like I've said before in my stories, I have this follower that I love to watch her. I love her little life. It's so cute. She lives in Homestead. You want to have a ranch in Miami? You
Yeah.
want to grow your own food? You want to have pigs and cows?
You can even
and-
live off
and-
grid
and
in
whatever?
Miami.
100%.
You want to live on grid? You can go to Homestead. By her house, there's a bunch of farms. You literally, I go out there to get food, to get papaya and eggs and all this stuff because it's people that grow their own food and have farms. So it's
I
like,
live in a really wholesome part of Miami-Dade County.
where we need to like identify exactly
Well,
who you
no,
are
what needs
and
to
where you
happen is
live.
the
Part of-
following. People that are not from Miami need to stop talking about what Miami is
No,
represented
and a
by.
part of why I started podcasting is because it pissed me the fuck off that all the people that had big voices in podcasting were people who came to Miami who
They're
are not
not
from
even
Miami,
from here.
and they're like, yeah, Miami's. It's like, yo, come on,
You don't
bro.
know anything
Like,
about this
know
city.
anything
What do you
bro.
know about this
City?
place?
You don't know anything about
Nothing.
this city.
And look, a great example. Look, I used to love this. I still kind of like his content, but he said some shit the other day that was like, bro, what authority do you have to say that?
Whose content?
Ten
cuidado.
No, lady, don't get me started. I'm not scared.
Ten cuidado, que we got a lot of enemies.
What's the guy? Patrick Bet David. The other day he was like, "Oh, I want to turn this into Burbank." No, bro.
Wait,
Like,
what? Say it again.
He said he wants to turn
Miami-Dade into Burbank.
No, not Miami-Dade. He wants to turn South Florida into Burbank.
Yeah.
What does
okay.
that mean? Burbank?
Burbank is a city in California. Burbank is a
Southern
city in
Cal.
California.
It's SoCal.
And it's like, bro, why
What
would
does that
you
even mean?
That he wants
to turn this into Hollywood? Fuck Hollywood, bro. I don't want Hollywood to come here.
No, like it
There's
ain't
a
the
reason
vibe.
everybody's
It ain't
moving
the
here.
vibe. It ain't
No,
the vibe.
bro.
It ain't the
No,
vibe.
But
man.
there's also a reason that people are moving out, which makes me very happy. I see all these TikToks, especially
No,
of
but
women.
the problem is the people who are moving out are us, are the people who
That
were
too.
born and raised
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, because
not
you
the
can't
people
afford
that are
it.
coming here.
You can't afford it.
Actually,
it's unaffordable.
didn't we do an episode on this that last year there was some numbers that were showing that 50% of all people that moved to Florida moved back out within the first 2 years because they couldn't handle it.
Yeah. I
There's
believe
a
it.
lot. The TikToks that I have seen, especially of women that hate Miami, moving
Yeah.
out of Miami, are women that come here and they go into the Miami scene, right? The clubs, the boat parties, and then that scene is corrupted, or I don't know if corrupted is the word, but that scene has, you got your models, right? So there's a lot of vanity going on. There's
Right.
a lot of like who you know, who you blow, the promoters that you can know
Yeah.
I live, and like I don't know what hot places are in Miami right now. And so all these girls are disappointed because they're like, oh my God, like in New York I was a 10, in Miami I'm a 4, you know?
Welcome.
Like
Welcome to Miami.
everyone
Welcome to
is so
Miami, bro.
fake, and so they get disappointed because they want to live this lifestyle of clubbing and
Right.
this and this and
Yeah,
that.
what's sold on them on social media of what they think that the city actually is.
There's that aspect, and then there's the professional aspect. I wouldn't call them professionals; those are like content creators, party girls. And then you have the professional aspect, which is people from New York, people from LA who are used to a certain pace and lifestyle. New York is go 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 go. You
Right.
spend 2 hours on the fucking subway. You gotta be there from at 7 a.m. so you can make it to your job at 9, and then you work for all these hours, and then it's another 2 hour back, and they're used to doing all this stuff, and they're highly stressed, and the fucking smells like rat and piss, and they love that. So when they
Disgusting.
come here
I would
and
never
we're
move to
chill
New York.
vibes, we're
Fucking
chill
gross.
vibes,
'Cause it's island
we're
vibes.
island
We're
vibes,
island vibes.
and we're like we're going to the beach, and like yeah, money is okay, but like is it really worth it? Fucking getting a stroke at like the age of 50 because you want to have $3 million in the bank? Not
Right.
really. I'd rather come my day short and go spend it with my dog at the beach. Da 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 da. They don't like that. They think we're lazy. They think we're entitled. They think we're you can't thrive in Miami. Great,
Welcome
awesome.
to
We
the
don't want you
island
here. Get
life.
the fuck out of here. We're an island life.
100%.